Welcome to Project Bandit of the Devlog on February 2019. So, actually, out of all the three different projects I actually have from Project Leia and Project Mobile and to this Project Bandit, this is the one the most lowest project development I actually have experienced because this game takes so much of it. And to be honestly, one thing that it's been really difficulty of this development, it's when came to the switches and any other of assets. Assets are fine, but and how am I gonna properly implement the game? It's how can I properly that I actually have written it to be in the story, now actually gonna how to properly implement it in the game. And there's been time and time that I actually have to switch it out, turn it around, and I actually have to scrap it as some idea that I actually have written and change it to much more better and make it much more easier me to develop this game. Or at least if I actually try to implement those back again, it's gonna be more challenging or maybe impossible, but it's possible with a possibility of if I actually do it right and properly. Again, this is a really, really difficult part of mine that I actually haven't experienced yet. This is like extremely much more bigger and larger the game that I actually have one time that I actually have developed for my thesis on my college of the game. But this is actually much more difficult, much more way bigger than before I actually have. Lastly, this game here is way bigger than before. Now let's go back to the development of the currently I am developing right now is currently developing more and more on the cities that are the first village and properly implementing going back to the how to properly implementing the game on the first like after that when you defeat those knights and actually how you can properly implement to how gonna make the cutscenes or the scene talking with the boss like your boss the bandit leader. That's gonna be really difficult for me. How no how am I gonna properly implement it? The first was actually supposed to be outside, then I'm gonna move it to the inside just to maybe able to save me time and resources and actually how to properly implement it. If I do it outside, it's gonna be quite more difficult since maybe I can actually have that I could literally break a scene here. I can be literally there's a potential bug that I need to fix and go back and properly fix it again. And that's gonna be quite more difficult than I actually have it. So I decided to go back into the tent inside to talk to the boss. Every cutscene should be do it inside right now. So now, additionally, last importantly, that you cannot be found here. I actually had the additional some secrets in the game that you actually have to find very to the smallest detail you can because these some of the secrets are could lead to a potential awesome gears spells or even potentially a new endings that differently from the main route of the story. It's just really large. And to be honestly, I actually haven't created this route yet, but sooner or later I'm going to create this entire route path in the future, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm going to create one of those also. To do this properly, I might not be go away crazy, like extremely large. I'm going to know this very well. It's going to be extremely large. So yeah. Now, thank you guys so much for listening my ideas of this game and the development of progress of it, of Project Bandit of February 2019. Thank you.